Hello. Hey there. Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. We're moving along. We're moving along. We're moving along. Let me see who that is, because I don't know why this live. Hold on, y'all. It always has top messages. Like, top messages. If it's only one message, why doesn't the just messages pop up there? Let me see. Hey, Jill. JCZ Crafts, Blogs, and more. Hey, Jill. This is Jill's other channel for you guys who know Jill's Comfort Zone. So please check out JCZ, what is it? Blogs, Crafts, Blogs. I was about to say blogs and more. Crafts, blogs, and more. I appreciate you. You're working on content. I was about to say JCZ, Crafts, vlogs and more. Girl, I see you over there about to harvest, about to do some harvesting. It's time for that. It's time for those veggies to come on up out of there. You're welcome. Girl, it's time for those veggies to come on up out of there. I saw you do a live, I think it was yesterday on this channel. I always have to remember that that's your channel. I think I can just paying attention to the profile now, the profile pic, the avatar, I guess is, and I'm like, okay, that's Jill. That's Jill. But I was about when I saw it, I was getting ready to go to bed, so I was like, well, I'll catch it today. So I was gonna catch it today and see, cause I know it wasn't that long. It was like maybe an hour, maybe about an hour. But girl, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I've been trying to go to bed on time, the way I'm supposed to, the way I should. But I'm a night owl, y'all. I'm a night owl. But you know, like I keep saying every day now, it gets dark so much earlier. You know, it's like 6 o'clock and you feel like it's 8, 9 o'clock. I'm like, now, wait a minute. It's getting dark maybe about an hour earlier. So why does it feel like 2 hours or so later? Hey, AJ. Go, AJ. Where you been? Hey, AJ. Thank you, Angela, for coming into the live. I appreciate you. I hope y'all have been having a good week. Hope y'all had a happy Veterans Day. You know, a nice Veterans Day. I like to say, for a holiday like Veterans Day, I like to say a nice Veterans Day. You know, because for holidays like that, you go through so many emotions. You know, you have the potential to go through so many emotions. Like if you're remembering a vet in your family, and if one is prayerfully still alive and even active, you know, because our vets are all over the place, right? They're all over the place. So you got to pray for their safety. You know, you got to give them thanks for protecting this country, for protecting us. And those who protected us in the past, you know, they deserve just as much thanks, because they are all a part of why we're able to do so many other things that we do now, right? AJ says, hey, Lance Pride in chat. Hi, Jill. I really enjoy your content. Keep going. Yeah, Jill says, hey, AJ. Hey, AJ. AJ, the house kid. Yes, y'all. I'm not going down the hill today. I will, because it gets dark, and I want to just make sure I make laps. The hill, I'll go down the hill on the second lap. Lance Pride, you have motivated me, and I am 25 pounds. I know what you're talking about. AJ, you are 25 pounds lighter. Are you serious? Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm so glad to hear that. See, that's what it's all about. Motivating people. And then them telling you about the results, that's the best. Them telling you about the results, that's the best. Because if someone, you know that you're not responsible for all of their motivation, but if you come in here and say that me walking daily motivates you, then I'm glad. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. And whatever you have been doing, keep doing it. You know, Jill says, congrats, AJ. Keep doing it. Because you have found what works, okay? Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it because you have found what works. And if you want to lose more and you feel like you're just not doing it, if you ever get to that point, guess what? That just means you've hit a plateau. It's kind of like having writer's block, right? You've kind of hit a plateau. And so all that means is just you got to switch it up. Just switch it up and do something maybe a little bit different. And the difference could only be working out a little bit longer, you know, doing some new exercises that make you a little bit happier. You might even burn a little bit more energy because you're so glad to be doing something different, you know, but you know that you have a formula that works. Because if you have dropped 25 pounds, you're doing good. You're doing great. Yes, I move 30 minutes a day and I eat meals. Hey, how y'all doing? I thought I heard a dog, y'all. That's a friendly dog, though. Y'all, did y'all hear me pause? It was like a gloop, gloop. I had to stop. I had to stop to see what was going on. Yes, I move 30 minutes a day, and I eat one meal a day and making healthy choices. Right, right. See, AJ, that's what it's about. A lot of people don't realize, and a lot of people do, that the diet can be anywhere from 50 to 60% of it, even more. Because people don't want to admit, and a lot of people don't want to say that they overindulge, right? That they overindulge. Look, I think we all overindulge sometimes. Y'all see my shorts? That's why I have to say, a lot of times the things that you see me, don't let my shorts fool you. A lot of times the things that you see on my shorts, I'm not eating that. My kids eat really healthy. My kids eat really healthy. They're not vegan, they're not vegetarian, but they eat really healthy. Now, my nephew, that's a growing boy. That's a whole different story, okay? My nephew, my niece, my nieces, look, their metabolism is up right now, okay? So they're not seeing that weight gain yet. Their metabolism is still high. So when y'all see me like that rotel I had started on, that was our nephew. That was our nephew. He wanted that rotel. Now I ain't gonna lie, I did get some of it, okay? But I didn't eat it like I would have back in the day, okay? You know, it's football season. You got those comfort foods that you like. But let me tell you something. These kids like comfort foods. They like comfort foods every day. Yeah, they like comfort foods every day. AJ says, congratulations, Jill. Jill says, she has motivated me as well, AJ. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that, Jill. I'm glad to hear that. Jill and AJ, y'all just don't know. That makes me happy. Like, it really makes me happy because a lot of times people feel like you're not motivating them. You know, that, oh, they just want to do, you know, they want to seem like you're motivating people. But see, a lot of times people get the message mixed up. I motivate you to do the things that you need to do to make sure that you are successful in your plight, in your fight, or in your goal, whether it be exercising for fitness, which at the end of the day is all about health and fitness. But I know certain people have certain goals, right? Some people, their main goal and priority is to lose weight, right? So I might not be able to motivate them when it comes to losing weight, but at the same time, I can give them pointers. I can tell some things that I have been trained to tell people, some things that I've learned from helping other people. It's just certain careers and certain things that you do in your career that help you be able to help other people. So whenever I know that just me walking has motivated somebody to get up and exercise, look, that makes me happy. Because whether their goal is, like I said, to lose weight, or just to be fit. Because we got to think about it. When you lose weight, you also want to make sure that you remain fit. Okay? You also want to make sure that you remain fit. Some people lose weight the wrong way. You see the results, but how did they do it, right? Oh, thank you, AJ. Hey, Lance Pride, I subscribed. Hey, Lakeitha. Hey, Lakeitha, how you doing? Welcome into the chat. Thank you for subscribing. But you know, some people, they lose weight, but they don't do it the right way. Some people, they just do it the wrong way. I won't name the wrong ways because I don't want to put those out there. They're already out there. But sometimes people do it the wrong way, and then when the weight comes right back, they're upset. You know. So if you're gonna do it, try to do it the right way. You know. And to me, the right way is a mix of diet and exercising. And I won't even say so much as going on a diet, right? I just say diet and exercising. And when I say diet, I mean changing your habits, right? Because you know that diets are temporary. When you go on a diet, it can help. I mean, look at the movie stars. Think of, for example, 50 Cent. When he did that boxing role, all that weight he lost for that role, right? Okay. But those diets that are catered for celebrities and people who want to do it that way. But when it comes to like daily living, you just want to make sure that it's about what you eat, and it's about your diet, not so much about your dieting. You want to be consistent. When I say move, be consistent and persistent about it, think of that. Moving. You want to keep moving, right? And when you move, you want to be brisk. You see how I'm walking? You want to be brisk about it because you want to make it work. You want to make it count. Now, that being said, you don't have to start out that way. Everybody has their starting point, right? Start out slow. It all counts. But the more and more you do it, the more stamina, the more energy, the more endurance you'll have. And then you can get brisk, okay? Then you'll get brisk. And it'll just work even better. It'll work even better. It'll work even more, right? So you don't have, and then I don't go fast when I'm out here doing my walking, talking, Lions Pride. I don't go fast because 9 times out of 10, I've already did my elliptical or my bike for like an hour. So I'm like, hey, I got my hour in. But I go in here and go live to motivate other people and sometimes just to get out. You know, I do this almost every day because it's something to do for me. It's about your mental as well. Okay? Let me slow down so I can read. Jill says, hey, Lakeitha. Okay, lifestyle change. Exactly, AJ. AJ speaking. AJ says, I love your positivity. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate that. Jill says, yes, I take my time as well. Right. You got to take your time. Like, right now, I'm winded. I'm winded. And I tell y'all why I'm more winded probably than usual. Because today, I jumped off the bike and jumped on here. I jumped off the bike, and guess how long I was on the bike? And I'm not talking about my stationary bike. I'm talking about my bicycle. I rode around the neighborhood today, okay? So, and I haven't ridden around the neighborhood in a long while. One, because I needed a new helmet. But see, and that's the thing. That's the perfect example of what I mean when I tell you guys, if you're doing something and it seems like it's no longer working, switch up. See, I can get on the elliptical and go, right? I can get on my treadmill and go. I can get on my stationary bike and go. But talking about hitting this concrete and going for like an hour, I hadn't done that in months on my bicycle around the neighborhood. So guess what? that was a shock to my body for a minute, right? It was a little different. So that's why I say when you plateau, when you seem like you're not doing or achieving the goals that you have been achieving for, say, like AJ said, she's lost 25 pounds and her goal is 35. So say for the next month, you know, she's just sticking right at that 25, lost 24, lost 25, lost 26, can't just get to that 30 pound weight loss. Whatever she's been doing, as far as her cardiovascular fitness, her aerobic exercise, Do something, just one thing different. Look, it'll test your body. You have to trick your body. Work your body, trick your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Remember? And then you'll start to see the difference. You'll start to notice the difference. Jill says, I do what works for me. Yes, I take my time. AJ says, me too. Yes, because a lot of people, there are formulas, right? There are formulas, but guess what? Everybody's body is different. So those formulas, if you get 20 people, right, then you got two formulas. That formula one might work for 5 people. Formula 2 might work for 5, another 5. For the other 5, you got to have a mix of 1 and 2, right? And for those other 5 people, you got to do something totally different. You got to come up with something totally different. So, yes, what works for you is probably some of the same things that works for somebody else, but you just never know what that is. So you have to do what works for you. You have to. And that's why I always say be brisk. Be brisk. But when I say that, I always tell people, start at your fitness level though, okay? So if you can't get out there and walk all brisk right now, that's okay. You have to get started. And once you get out there, even if you're walking as slow as a turtle, right? Even if you're walking as slow as a turtle, once you've done that for about 2 to 4 weeks, your body will start to walk faster. Like it's just like you probably won't even notice it. And then you'll think like, okay, I finished in 15 minutes instead of 20 minutes. You'll start to walk faster as long as you're dedicated, as long as you're focused and nothing is distracting you, you'll start to do better. Lakeitha says, hey, JCZ. Hey, Jill. So you'll start to do better. And guess what? You'll also want to exercise more. So, no, it doesn't matter how slow you start. If you're consistent, and listen, be persistent about being consistent, right? Consistency is key. But what's key to consistency? Being persistent, staying dedicated. Okay, if you get tired, you like, I'm not going to do it today. Okay, that's fine, but make sure you do it tomorrow. If you're a person that works out, no matter what the workout is, 3 days a week, and one day you're like, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. That's okay, but you better make gosh darn sure you do it tomorrow. Make sure that you keep those 3 days a week. They don't have to be the same days. Just keep those 3 days a week, right? But if you skip 2 days and do 1, and then the next week you do 2 again, and then the next week you're back on track with 3, that's cool. But y'all know how some of us do. And that's just not with exercise, and that's with anything. Once we start slacking off, the next thing you know, we're not doing it anymore, right? So once we start slacking off, the next thing you know, we're not doing it anymore. And then it's been weeks. And then someone will say, well, when was the last time you exercised? And then you're looking like, well, I don't know. I decided one day I was like, wasn't going to do it. And next thing you know, it's been 3 weeks, I haven't exercised. So you got to make sure that you're consistent and be persistent with yourself, okay? Be persistent with yourself. Make sure. You could do something like switch up the time of day, and listen, if having a partner works for you, let that work for you, right? Yes, Lakeitha, thank you. Lakeitha says you're so right. Wait a minute, I said Lakeitha. I'm sorry, Lakeitha. Look, when we're talking and we're doing something and we're moving like this, y'all, the tongue gets tied. You get tongue tied, okay? You start pronouncing stuff. Your mind starts to pronounce it before you actually read it, right? So, if I ever say anybody's name wrong, I apologize. But it's like Jill was saying, you have to do what works for you. And like the example I just gave, you got 20 people in the room, and all of y'all are on the same goal, just want to lose 20 pounds. The same formula isn't going to work for all 20 people, right? Again, you're going to have one formula. Thank you, Lakeitha. One formula that works for maybe 5 of them, maybe even 6 of them. Another formula that works for maybe even 2 people, right? So that's what, 8 people, 7 to 8 people. The other 12 people, 6 of them, formula 3 may work, but formula 3 has to be a combination of 1 and 2, right? And then the other 6, you got to do something totally different. Some people, it's more about their diet, okay? And so that's why I say 50% of it, a lot of the times, is about diet. Some people are very active, but guess what? They're active, but as soon as they burn off the calories, what are they doing? Stuffing their face again. Stuffing their face again. A lot. A lot. So that's why we have to remember that what? Moderation is key. Right? Moderation is key. Moderation is key. Determination is crucial. Okay? Moderation is key and determination is crucial. Hey, Georgia girl. Georgia girl says, hi, host in chat. Welcome to the chat, Georgia girl. Georgia girl, every woman wellness. I got like 2 content creators in here today. AJ is a content creator. Aren't you? AJ, you put up stuff. Thank you guys for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. And just remember, look, what works, like Jill said, she has to do what works for her. What works for one person will not work for everybody, okay? You have to determine how you need to change your eating habits, okay? Because what? We're all different. We all have, some people may have special issues going on, and some people may be completely healthy, but they're not fit. And I'm gonna explain what that means. You can be completely healthy, but not really fit. You can go to the doctor, right? Get your lab drawn. All your numbers are great. But if the doctor tells you to go up and down that flight of stairs 3 times, you're looking like, come again? And then, you watch somebody else go up and down those stairs 3 times and they're a little bit winded. And you go up and down those stairs 3 times, baby, that second time up, you're looking like, doc, what you trying to do to me? Okay? So there is a slight difference between health and fitness, right? Health and fitness. You want to be fit. Because fit means you can run around there with those kids. Okay? You can be healthy, but can you run around there with those kids? And look, now, we're going to be realistic. These young kids look, they got it, okay? You might be healthy as a fiddle, but you might not be able to keep up with the kids. But you just want to be able to run around with them, right? You want to be able, by the grace of God, to run around with your kids or your grandkids. Because they're going to wear you out, okay? They're going to wear you out. Even the fittest person, they're going to wear them out. So being healthy is absolutely great. But make sure that you're fit as possible for your situation, okay? Thank you, Betty. Okay, retirement days came in. I didn't see her. Hey, Betty, I didn't see you. You came in right after Georgia girl. Okay, I don't know what it looks like to y'all, but hey, Betty, welcome in, Georgia girl. Welcome in, Betty from retirement days. I appreciate you, ladies. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. Hold on a second. Thank you, Jill, for welcoming them in. Yeah, I was about to do something. I almost hit the wrong button. Thank you for welcoming them in. Thank each and every one of you guys for coming through here today. Again, I do not professionally, clinically, or medically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate any medical conditions, all right? Anything that I do over here that we talk about, anything that you see me do or hear me say, you guys do so at your own risk, all right? YouTube doesn't give us any licenses, y'all, certifications or registrations. So that being said, we have to protect our licenses, our certifications, and our registrations, right? So because they don't give us one, we have to make those professional, personalized disclaimers. So now, again, even though I don't do all that over here, we do drop nuggets over here. We drop nuggets. You guys drop nuggets. Some of the nuggets that you guys drop, I take them, pick them up, and see if I can utilize them. If I can't, maybe a family member can, a good friend can, a church member can, somebody in the Walmart line, somebody at school, somebody at work, So I drop nuggets. I would like to think I drop nuggets from time to time, and you guys can take those nuggets and research them. Research them, okay? And then talk with your primary healthcare provider. Be it your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your nutritionist, your dietitian, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, especially if you've had any injuries in the past, okay? So we're going to make sure that we always give that disclaimer. Jill said, uh, every now and then I would have me some chips. Yeah, Jill, it's like, look, you know how sometimes people like to go cold turkey, right? Like, and it's not just about exercise, it could be smoking, it could be a plethora of things, right? You're trying to improve on. And some people can go cold turkey, some people can't, and some people don't want to. That's why moderation is key, right? Moderation is key. Being consistent is key. Being consistent and being persistent. Look, being consistent and being persistent about your consistency, that's key. Y'all know look, I tell y'all a lot of the stuff that I post, the food that I post, I don't eat. But like I went to the grocery store today. Today was grocery store day. Didn't know it was gonna happen, but it was. And I put a short up about it. If it gets a lot of hits, it doesn't. If it does, it will. But I brought a lot of things, a variety of colors, right? Because variety is key as well. Variety is key as well. You want to buy different colors. You want the green, you want the yellow, you want the red, you want the blue, you want the black. You can get blackberries, okay? When you have all that variety, you're getting in antioxidants. You're getting vitamins, minerals. You're getting the nutrients that you need, okay? So variety is key. Variety is key. And just make sure, I think something I told somebody yesterday. Yes, fruit, we need that fruit, right? If you're going to have sugar, make sure it's fruit. Now, I'm not saying, like Jill just said, she indulges in chips. Most of us do eat something that's not healthy, something that's processed. But, again, moderation is key. Knowing when to stop, okay? Knowing when to stop. Some people feel like moderation is, well, I only eat chips once a week. But did you eat the whole bag? Okay, did you eat the whole bag? Don't you eat the whole bag of chips, even just because you only eat once a week? Don't do that just because you only do it once a week. Let me finish your statement. I think everybody's speaking. I appreciate you guys for speaking to each other. Everybody in here is a content creator, pretty much. Please support positive content creators. Whether you like their content or not, I always say that. I say that on a regular basis. Please support positive content creators. Not telling you not to support drama, because we like what we like. I like a little drama, okay? But you don't want that to just fill your spirit, right? You don't want that to be the bulk of what fills your spirit. So support positive content, even if it's something you don't like. If the person is pretty cool, they're okay, they're just trying to make it. Everybody's trying to make it. So support positive content. Okay, y'all, they having a little stand down right here. I had to mute y'all. I didn't know what was about to pop off. Okay. I think they honestly were being courteous, though. I think they were, you ever get in that place where it's like, you go, no, you go, you go, no, you go. and honestly, both of them can go. So that's good to be courteous. It's good to be courteous. Let me slow down a little bit so I read the comments, because I'm just talking and y'all talking back to me and I'm not even. Let me see. I was trying to get back to Jill when she was talking about what she eats sometimes. Every now and again, every now and then, I will have me some chips, a cookie, etc. But like you said, moderation is key. Moderation is key. Just don't overindulge. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay to overindulge when it's on an every blue moon kind of basis, right? You're going to a wedding. You don't really drink a lot. It's okay to have one or two. Be careful, responsible, don't drive, all those things. It's okay to have one or two. Because I'm going to tell y'all, some people can't handle one. Just give me one, I'm good. And it needs to be fruity. I don't like that strong stuff. I do not like the strong stuff. I just feel like I need to be in charge of my faculties at all times, okay? I need to be in charge of my faculties at all times, even if I'm at home. I don't like that strong stuff. People be talking about brown, white. I be like, brown, white? Forget the brown and white. Just give me some fruity. Give me fruity. I'm light with it, y'all. I'm light with it. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Shawanda, I appreciate you coming in. I missed you. See, I tried to go back up because I know I had missed some stuff. Okay, Jill says, hey, Shawanda. She said, yes, I support what I like. Yes, and those who support me, right. It's like, I support, like, see, sometimes I see people who I really don't see a lot, and I'll still give them a thumbs up, or I'll say hey to them in the chat, and I'll keep it moving. Because guess what? I know a lot of people probably feel like just being in that chat most of the time is what counts. No, it all counts. It all counts. And if it's something that I don't really like, as long as it's not negative, I'm going to say hello, and I'm going to, thumbs it up. Depending on what it is, I'll share it out. Definitely depending on what it is. Because sometimes my channel is in the algorithm that I'm just trying to just kind of not be in. And so, I just kind of do, like, I don't like to get shared out. But when certain people share me out, I'm good with it. There's some family channels and stuff. People will come by, and they even said, I heard you don't want to be shared out. Like, they emailed me. And I was like, I just don't break it down. I just want certain people, and so I can't go through all that. So I just say don't share me out. If I'm meant to be found on there, they'll find me. Okay? Because then you have to try to explain to people who are in good areas where they're just family channels, couples channels, and then they start saying, well, I thought, okay, because I'm like, look, that ain't it. I just like certain areas, and I don't like certain areas, and it all boils down to algorithm. And I don't care what anybody says. If you're shared out into certain places, or if you go to certain places, that's why you have to be careful where you go to. Not one person. You can have nobody share you out. But if you keep tickering over in a certain place, guess what? That's where YouTube is going to put you, in that place. They're going to put you in that place. So not to say that you can't go in some places, just be mindful of how often you go and what you do. How often you go and what you do. Because people have sent me things about tennis shoes. People have sent me things about workout clothing, shorts. If you go to certain places and you start to get into that stuff, they ain't feeling you. They're not going to be feeling you. You have to be careful and be mindful and do what's best for you, And again, something that's positive, I don't even have to like it. If I know that person is positive and they're trying to grow, and the reason I say that is because if I can go into some stuff that's going on, and there's some arguing and some fussing and some negativity, if I can go there, then I darn sure can go where there's some positivity. Whether it's something, it could be a race car driver, trying to push his channel and just sharing some things about auto body mechanics, about the cars and stuff. I go to those channels when I need a little help, if I'm, or if I just want to look, because sometimes they are interesting. But at the end of the day, they're positive because they're helping somebody. That's what the web was meant for. Educational, kind of like the Copyright 107 says, educational, informational, entertainment purposes only. But some people get carried away with the entertainment, because you get to the point of entertainment where it's stressing you out, your blood pressure shooting up. That's not entertainment. You know what that is? That's destruction. That's an area called destruction. So you have to be mindful of how often you want to visit those areas. Like I said, most people like a little bit. It's just like when you're watching TV at home, just like when you're going to the movies. Some people like a little comedy. They also like a little drama, a little action, family stuff, animated things. So it just depends. You like what you like. But I just always ask people, if you don't mind, because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. That's just what I live by. If I can go into stuff where some mess is going on, I can definitely share the positive, even if I don't like it. Because that means I like the mess. I never want to be known for liking mess more than I like something that's good, something that's positive. Even though I might not be into it, Somebody who I know that maybe comes through here, they're gardening a lot. They're do a lot of cooking, not really mukbanging, just cooking. They're a chef, they're a cook. Like I said, they work on cars. They're teaching young people things. They're like educating people. I'd much rather be known for like liking that, even if I'm not into it at the time. Like, that's what I want to be known for. Or that's what I want to be proud of myself about. I'll put it that way. That's what I want to be proud of myself about. Lakeitha says, exactly. And see, and I do understand now, people have to defend themselves sometimes because I ain't just right just from the east to the west, okay? I ain't just right just from the east to the west. I ain't no hypocrite. But when you think about your channel and what you would like for your channel, you can't allow what other people want you to do to influence you. Tell them to do that on their channel. Tell them to run their channel that way. You know? Because you really do have full-grown adults who will get upset with you because you say, could you please not do this? Or could you please not do that? I'm like, it's your channel. We each and every one of us has one. So if there's something that you want someone to do and they don't do it, you gotta you don't even have to deal with that. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I see people do that. I really see people do that. But guess what? Those are the main people. You couldn't tell them a thing about their channel. You couldn't tell them, you don't need to do this. They'll curse you out. They'll curse you out from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Lakeitha says, exactly. Let's see, Jill says, let me go up some. Okay, Georgia girl, I appreciate you. Thank you for still being here, still here listening. Good seeing you. Good seeing you too, Georgia girl, and thank you for coming through the chat. It was nice talking to you yesterday as well. Jill says, well, you said not to, and I stopped. What I do? You said not to, and I stopped. Let me see. Let me go up some more. Sharonda, look, now Sharonda is a supporter, and Sharonda is not a content creator, but let me tell you something. She is a great supporter. Okay? She's gonna come through here if she does nothing but say hello. And I appreciate that. Because she may not like what I'm talking about. But I'm not over here dogging people out. I'm not over here trying to tell people what to do, how to do it, when to do it. She just come through here and she says hello. I appreciate that. I really do. Hold on, y'all. See how he's revving that engine? I would like to tell him to pipe down, but I can't tell him that. Let me see. Every now and again. I went up too high, y'all. I went too high up. Okay. Well, you said not to, and I stopped. I didn't see. Maybe I was talking. Somebody was talking about let's work for me. Lakeitha says exactly. Yes, they will. Right. You can't let people run your channel. But Jill, the funny part about it is people will try to. Oh, when I said not to shut, right. Okay, I got you. But sometimes you can do it like that. I'm like that too. I might because sometimes you just feel like you're having a conversation and people see exactly what you say. And they do, but then sometimes they miss it. So, and then when they do start going back and checking the comments, you're kind of like, huh? So, yeah, because it's like we're having a conversation. But when I'm walking, I got to be looking around. So a lot of times I be missing, like when you guys are talking to each other and then when you're talking to me. Unless it's just like real clear. And that was clear. I just didn't know because it had been a minute. So I just didn't know. But yeah, I'm just like that because, like you said, you can't let people tell you how to run your channel. Even if you feel like you're telling somebody something that's helpful, you can give advice. And if they take it, great. If they don't, that's great too, honestly. But like when people have certain things that they don't want, that's another thing about social media. It's like people are going to be people. People be peopling, right? If you don't want them to do something, that's what they're going to do. If you want them to do something, that's what they're not going to do. And it's like a reverse psychology without intention. Sometimes it's not even intentional reverse psychology. But again, sometimes everybody, believe it or not, anybody who catches this replay, I just want you, everybody's not really trying to grow. Some people like small, close knit, like a small, close knit community. They like being small, they like being close knit, and they like only having certain people because it seems like sometimes the more people, the more mess. You know what Biggie said? More money, more problems. Sometimes the more people, the more mess. And I have always been of the belief that when they first started social media platforms, again, they were meant for entertainment, education, learning, teaching purposes, networking in a good way. Not networking because I want to come boop, boop, boop. like, I feel like they were meant for networking. I think that, and it's not the platforms. I feel like it was 100% meant for positivity. But people be peopling, right? Y'all know I like to say people be peopling. So in anything that it is, once people get involved, more people, it goes left, right? So that's why people kind of set their own boundaries. And sometimes people don't understand your boundaries or they don't understand why you're a certain way. But you know what? That's okay because it's not meant for them to understand, right? It's not meant for them to understand. Just as, yes, some folks will definitely try to, yes, run your channel and even that one, Jill. Yep. That's, hello. That is the absolute truth. And you know what? You hate to feel that way. You hate to think that way. But when it is what it is, it is what it is. You have to come to the realization. Like you could be having it, you could just be going on about your business, doing fun things, happy things, being inspirational, trying to be encouraging, trying to be motivational. But then you'll have what I call those wolves in sheep's clothing, right? Because my thing is, if I suggest something to you, or if I see your channel being run a certain way, I'm going to come in accordance with that. I'm going to come in accordance. I'm going to make anything I suggest to you is going to be meant to help you. It doesn't mean it can help you, but that's my intention. So I'm never going to tell somebody something with intent to harm them. And that's one reason I do the disclaimers. Because, a lot of times you're trying to do what's good, what's positive. And then, something doesn't go so right. And the person is like, oh, they told me this, or she said this, or she said that. And it's like, whoa, I had good intentions. And then, if you don't take what they say and do it, they get upset, they get mad, and they will try to ruin your channel. And you got some people who will try and ruin your channel just off of general practice, just GP. Like you've never done anything to them, but they see you can be small and just be happy-go-lucky, or you can be large, and they just don't like that. And they'll come over and try to make people feel like you're different from what you are. And see, I tell people all the time, that's why I don't like a lot of people, because you ain't gonna push me and then be mad when I push back. Like you can't, people, they just, I know a couple of content creators right now, they being pushed for no reason. They don't bother anybody. They're doing their thing. But you got somebody wanting to just push, and try and control what they talk about, try and control what they do. And then when they get pushed back, oh, they went too far. Oh, they went too far. Like, y'all know what I say over here. Y'all know I got a lot of mottos, right? Bothered people. Don't let bothered people bother you. And you never know what they may be bothered by. It could be something in their real life. People like to say that a lot. I don't even think that that's what it is sometimes. I think some people are just messy. Like in their real life. Like I'll say, don't let bothered people bother you. When I say that, I don't mean like they could be bothered by something at home. They could be bothered by something on social media. They could be bothered by the fact that you're doing pretty good. And see, doing good doesn't mean that you have a chat full of people. Doing good for me is when I have people come over here that I really do, that I've been kicking it with on here ever since I came on here. But those people aren't always available. So honestly, that's less than 10 people. So the people that I've really, really been kicking it with since I've been on here or since I've been like doing videos, that's like less than 10 people. So they're not always on here. A lot of people have been driven away. I'm just going to tell you the truth. They've been driven away by the antics, by the things that happen on social media. Some people are just spending more time with their families. They'll drop a video here or there, and you don't really see them in the chats a lot. They may come and say hello. And I understand why. Because I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm just like, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Hey, the content creator, host, mod, chats, and then you just do your own thing, whether it's live or whether it's uploading your videos. It's not really good sometimes to get too entangled, Let me slow down a little bit more. AJ says they do it a lot on. Yes, they do. They do, AJ. Lakeitha says, AJ, yes, they do. AJ, I don't get what people get out of trying to tear down somebody else. Right, it's sad. Exactly, AJ, it's sad. But see, what happens is they feel like you're not going to say anything back. And a lot of times people don't say anything back because they don't want to bring that negative traction. They don't want to bring that negativity to their channel, right? But then, how long are you not going to say something back? And then guess what? As soon as you say something back, the one who's doing the most picking, the most judging, the most talking, the most mouth, oh, well, we going back and forth. See, that's what they want you to do. We're going back and forth. So if something pops off for real, and somebody gets some papers, their first defense is going to be, we've gone back and forth. Let me tell you something. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, we've gone back and forth, and let that scare you out of doing what you need to do when people bother you, okay? Because how much are you supposed to let them just dog until you say, don't say anything, Some people are good like that. They won't say a word because they just don't want to indulge. They don't want to engage. And it does bring negativity to their channel or to whatever platform it is. But some people get fed up and they're going to let you know. Then the first thing they want to holler, well, you said something back. You are picking with them. You started with them. So a lot of times, those are the people who were bullied themselves. Whether it was in school, a relationship, and when I say relationship, it could be by their spouse, by their boyfriend, girlfriend, by their parents, by their siblings, by their friends, by people who just went who went to school with them. It could be anybody. It could be their boss, their coworkers. Somebody has done something to them. So they get all that energy and they bring it here. So it's either that or they're just messy. It's either that or they're just messy. You got somebody right now trying to tell somebody else what they can talk about, who they can talk about, as if they're their parent. You can't do that. So that's why I always say, don't let people bother you. They're bothered by something, so they're trying to make sure that somebody else is bothered as well. Don't let stressed people stress you out. Don't let stressed people stress you out. Okay? And they may say, I'm not stressed about anything. Maybe they aren't, but they might be so messy that they just enjoy watching you be stressed out. If they see they can get a rise out of you, okay? So don't let people bother you, and don't let stressed people stress you out. I always say that. If you find yourself in a misery lounge, I say that every day too. And when I say misery, you know how we say misery loves company? Guess what? If you find yourself in a lounge, a spot, a place, anywhere, whether it's online, whether it's brick and mortar, whether it's in your own home, guess what? A lot of times, yeah, they might be miserable, but half the times they're not miserable, but they enjoy seeing other people miserable. See, a lot of times people who like misery, they're not miserable. They just enjoy seeing somebody else be miserable. So if you find yourself in one of those places, I always say, grab your grip and go. That's what my grandparents used to say to us. If you can't get along, get on, move on. Grab your grip and go. G-Y-G-A-G. Grab your grip and go. Right? And if they come into your spot, if they come into your environment, if they come into your ecosystem, put them out. Tell them they're not welcome. And if they don't like it, of course, I'm sure they probably gonna go do a million videos. But that's okay, because you've done your part. You've tried to move on. Y'all can't get along, so you've tried to move on. But you have some people who just latch on. Like they just latch on to you. And I'm like, they don't see the indecency in that. They don't see how crazy they look. They don't, because one reason they can't see it, hold on, y'all, motorcycle. One reason they don't see it is because they got a big bunch of support pushing them on, rooting them on, knowing that they're lying, knowing that they're not telling the truth, so they can't see it. Hey, Stefan, bro, welcome, welcome, welcome. Look, Stefan, you know it makes me happy to see you because you be taking these hiatuses, okay? You be taking these hiatuses. And I be wanting to make sure, I be like, is Stefan cool? Is him and baby girl cool? You know, it's you and girl dad, y'all got your girls. So I be like, I'll see girl dad running through these streets. But I don't see Stefan because I know you're real selective, Stefan, about where you go and where you're going to be. So when I don't see you, I'm like, where is Stefan? Where are you, bro? So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Here you are. Here you are. I'm about to get off here, y'all. It's been 52 minutes and I'm walking on some grass. So you know I don't want to step in no poop. Because if I step in some poop, these shoes going in the garbage, okay? They're going in the garbage. Everybody's getting off work. It seems like it's later than it really is. But I'm going to try and hang in here another 5 to 10 minutes. Another 5 to 10 minutes. Hey, bro. And of course, thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. Lakeitha says, I'll talk with y'all later. I got to check on my mom. Okay, hope your mom is good. I hope everything is well, Lakeitha. Be blessed, everyone. You guys be blessed too. You and your mother be blessed as well. You saw me in Country Wayne. Mike is a fool, Stefan. Mike is a fool, a plum fool. Did you see the look on his face when he found out about old boy? Did you see the look on his face when he found out about old boy? I was like, everybody already thought that. Everybody already thought that was what was going on, right? But then to get it confirmed, and I was so tickled. Mike was being all pleasant and friendly. And the friend at first seemed like he was cool with Mike. But at the end, he seemed like he had a little attitude with Mike. I was like, you just don't know. Mike don't want it. Yes. I was like, you just don't know. Mike don't want it. Mike don't want your man, baby. He was like, him and Mike was having just like cordial conversation at first. But then it seemed like, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know if he didn't want to just leave his guy and Mike standing there talking, or I don't know what it was, but he seemed like he got a little attitude with Mike at the end. And Mike looking like, bro, you ain't got to worry about me. And I think Sonny knows. Now, Stefan, she's talking about she's hired a private investigator, but and Shayla looked like she wanted to tell her, and Mike told Shayla to tell her. I still think that she knows, though. I think that they do have, like Shayla said, Shayla was using her, being a little smart today or yesterday, whenever that was, because I had to catch up today. Actually, I had to do I watched a lot of videos today, so I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning, but Shayla told Mike that maybe they have an arrangement, because it ain't no way Sonny does not know that man is gay. He is gay. There's no way she doesn't know that. But he does act like one of those men who could be kind of, what do they call him, metro. He acts like that. But I don't know, he doesn't even act like that to me. He just comes off as a gay person. And I still think that they may have even though she's hiring a PI, I still think that they have an agreement. And it just may be that she doesn't want him doing the things that he does because it'll embarrass her. So I think that she knows, and she's probably fine with him having a boyfriend. But I do think because of that money, there's some type of agreement. He's using her as a cover, and if she doesn't know, it's because she probably really, hadn't tried to know. You know what I'm saying? It's probably crossed her mind, and she's probably like, I don't think so. Because he's probably handling duties on both ends. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that. Stephon said, he said, he said, like, look at the throwback mountain. Okay. She thinks he's cheating, but she doesn't know. Yes, because she's hired a private investigator. She has hired a private investigator. So that's crazy. You know what? Everybody's stuff is coming out. And it's just like the chat says, everybody's stuff is coming out except Anthony and Shayla. And I'm just sick of them. I'm just tired of it. I'm just so tired of that. It's like they act like that's their big money maker. And maybe it is. But lately, I've been seeing other videos, like with Erica and DC and Sarah. I've been seeing other people get into the 100K too. 100K views too. People are getting tired of that. I mean, people are hanging on because we really want to know. But a lot of people have said, like in other videos, they'll be in the comment section saying they ain't even watching Shayla and Anthony until it comes out. Because they're always throwing something, a little nugget out there. Just like today when I was catching up, Shayla's dad come home with his little fresh haircut, talking about he ain't playing, talking about Anthony spend more time with his wife than the baby. And everybody already had started saying that she probably liked Anthony anyway. So I'm like, I hope they ain't about to go there. Y'all need to wrap this up with him, Shayla, and Amber. And Anthony is so dumb. Anthony, I'm starting to think Mike has more sense than Anthony, because Anthony's acting like he can really pull this off to have two families with two best friends. He's really starting to act like he can pull this off. And he's getting a little bit scared now because Shayla's starting to feel a type of way. She's starting to feel a type of way about her behavior, about the things that she's done. She's finally having some resemblance of guilt. So I'm like, but you know what? It's like they said, if she tells Mike the truth, oh, it's going to be all over Atlanta. It's going to be all over Atlanta. If she tells Mike the truth, it's going to be all over Atlanta. Just like he couldn't keep it from Rashad about the baby not being Arby's, he's going to have to tell somebody. That's just Mike. He's going to have to tell somebody. She told him that talk to him because she found, what? Wait a minute, what? She thinks he is cheating but doesn't know. She told him that talk to him because she found 3. Who found 3 cum? I want her to tell Mike. Who found 3 of those? Well, look, YouTube, this channel is not made for children. Sometimes they slip through here, but I've been changed the settings, okay? Okay? We used to game over here, but we changed the settings a long time ago. It's not made for children, okay? Uh-oh, they said they got the message for review. Let me see what it says. When did she say that? See what I'm talking about? See, Stephon, why did they hide that when they hid that message? I don't know if it popped back up. Did you see your last message, your last comment, Stephon? Can you see it? Because they hid it. Today, okay, see, I haven't watched that one. Because when I was catching up, a lot of the stuff that I was watching was from like a day ago. So I haven't watched it yet. Ooh. So wait a minute. Who did she tell that to? She told him that she talked to him because, okay, wait a minute. So Sonny found 3 C's. And who did she tell? She told Shayla, or did she tell Mike? She told Mike. I'm trying to figure out, did Sonny tell Shayla, or did she tell Mike because she wants Mike to talk to him? Oh, she told her husband that she found him? Ooh. See, now this is about to get, they got Shayla wrapped all up in this, and this is about to get juicier than her and Anthony. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Look, maybe she doesn't know he has a partner. Or maybe she knows about that guy and just didn't know that they are in a relationship, because I think, you know, he supposedly helped him start the company. So I would think that Sonny knows something about him, but maybe she just doesn't know that they're in a relationship. And at first I was thinking like Shayla. She was making sense when she said, you don't know what type of arrangement those people have. So I was thinking maybe they have an arrangement, but apparently they don't. But even if they don't have an arrangement, Sonny should know that he's gay. She should know that he's gay. But my thing is, maybe she does know that he's gay, and maybe she knows that he's gay, but even if she knows, she still doesn't want him sneaking around behind her back. She thinks her husband and the guy are sleeping with. Oh, I know they're not gonna make her that. I know they're gonna make her be that person. Cause Sonny doesn't seem like she's like that. She seems like she would know. But you know how those writers are. You know how the writers are. And he'll probably end up going with that. He'd probably much rather go with that and have her to think that it's a woman instead of him. He'd probably much rather she think that way. And in that way, he can keep it undercover a little bit longer and they can continue. But Mike knows, so it's going to come out. Mike knows and Shayla knows. And now Shayla, because she has her own little secret, she may understand the importance of not just blabbing it out to everybody. Since she has her own little secret, she may understand the importance of not blabbing it on out to everybody. So as far as Shayla goes, he may have somebody who's learned to keep a secret or two. You know, but Mike can't hold water in a bucket, let me tell you. And even if he has to tell Rashad again, he's going to tell somebody. Even if he has to tell him again, because Mike just can't hold nothing to himself. He can't keep nothing to himself. He's going to tell somebody. He's going to tell Rashad, even though him and Rashad fell out, or he's going to tell Shayla. And like I said, it would probably be better if he told Shayla, because at this point, Shayla has her own secrets, and she ain't really trying to out people. Right? She trying to, she went to church. She feeling guilty about the way she did her best friend. So she understands what a secret means and how it needs to be kept. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Stefan, thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro, for being a member. You know, I love you for being a member. I love you for being you, first and foremost, of course. And I appreciate the fact that you have been a member since I opened up the memberships. I appreciate you. Okay, Mike and Amber. Oh, they should look. That's the perfect couple right there. They should have stayed in their relationship, because they can't hold nothing. I tell you, if water was in a bucket and the bucket was leaking, Amber would be standing there with the cup with a hole in the bottom of the cup. Her and Mike can't hold nothing. They can't hold nothing. They can't keep nothing to themselves. Some things you're just supposed to keep between you and God. And some things you're just supposed to keep between you and God. And if you want to tell somebody, if you're going to tell somebody, tell a sibling. Tell a sibling. Tell your parents. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Or tell a sibling. Some things husbands won't even tell their wives, but they'll tell their mother or their dad. You got some things wives won't even tell their husbands, they'll tell their mother or their dad, or maybe even tell an adult child. But if you can't tell, look, see, they be trying to confide in people who aren't really that close to them too. That's what's so funny to me. I know Rashad was his childhood friend or whatever, but there are still some things that you keep between you and God. And if you do want to confide in somebody, let it be your parent, your spouse, and let it be a spouse that you can trust, because people be around here marrying and divorcing like it ain't nothing. They'll get married and divorced just like it's just a dating relationship or something. So make sure it's that's like Phil and Latasha. Latasha better not tell Phil nothing, and he better not tell Latasha nothing that they don't want somebody else to know, because they in a whole. Oh, thank you, Stefan. I appreciate that. AJ says right. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, bro, for always supporting me with the super chats, the super stickers. That's a super sticker. Look, see, I gotta get it right. Thank you for supporting me that way. You always support everywhere you go, and I appreciate you. Look, I be wondering. I'm like, Stefan, our email is on the about section. You gotta email me, let me know y'all good. Okay, you gotta let me know who is this, you and your baby girl. And like I say, I be seeing girl there, so I be knowing he be all right. I know he be all right. But definitely you, because you always show support. You're always supportive. And you give me conversation. You give me a look, you changed the whole topic. We've been talking about exercise, and that's always what my main goal is anyways, to talk about getting out, being active, moving, keep moving. At least 30 minutes. And notice I said at least, okay? But look, if you can't, 10 or 15, that's fine. You're going to move on up. You're going to work on up. You're going to hit 30. Then next thing you know, you'll be 45. Then your body's going to be telling you, stay on this treadmill. Stay on this elliptical for another 30 minutes. Next thing you know, you've done an hour. Okay? But you got to start somewhere. So Stephon comes in here and start up talking up. Start the conversation to I was about to say Lil Wayne, to Country Wayne. And you know I love Country Wayne. Stephon said, I be seeing you up in the comments. Stephon, they be having me so mad. See, that's what I'm saying. I be trying to just go where it's some positivity. That's like a little soap opera for me. He be having me mad as I get out. He be having me madder than I used to be at Victor Newman. But they so crazy. I'm like, just, can y'all please speed up this storyline? Like, Shayla gonna have another baby. Shayla and Mike gonna be married with another baby. We still gonna be, her and Anthony still gonna be sneaking around at her mama and daddy's house. Crazy. I see Jill says, AJ says, right. Stephon says, everybody be telling. They can't hold, I'm telling you. I know y'all heard that one. They can't hold water in a bucket. Mike couldn't hold water in a bucket. And if Amber sat there and caught the water, she'll let it go through a hole. You know, she'll let it go through a hole in the cup. They the perfect couple. They the perfect couple. You know, they'll never have any secrets because they'll tell on each other. Jill says, hey, Stephon, hon. He says, hey, JCZ. AJ says, I can't wait till the drama hit the fan. I can't stand how Shayla and Anthony playing. Right, AJ. Oh, my gosh, AJ. It's been too long. I mean, Ernestine, the guy, played, and her stuff then came out. Who else? Brittany, Tigger, and Dalen. Brittany's secret got exposed. All this stuff comes out, but nobody's telling on Anthony. I'm like, what is the deal with it? Even with Jay and Alexis. It came out that I was like, maybe because it's baby drama, but that can't be it. I know Alexis and Jay aren't like as big, I guess, as Amber and Anthony and Shayla, but they can be. Ernestine got busted cheating before. Jay, it didn't take that long. Jay got busted cheating. Like, Jay went through a whole baby paternity thing. And see, that's what's going to happen with Amber and Shayla. Amber going to drag Shayla. but after she get over being so hurt, because, you know, that's understandable for her to be that hurt. Because we all know how she feel about Anthony. But she's going to drag Shayla. They're going to have to grab her. She's going to make a leap. And I can see Dalen being the one to grab her. And I can see her cousin Kay being like, let's go. Like, Kay feisty. Everybody be talking about Kay Wig, but Kay feisty. I mean, Brittany cheated, busted. Jay cheated, whole baby mama drama, paternity test and all. But see, Amber's going to end up being the only one to have enough sense to make them take another paternity test. I hope. I hope. Because I still feel like it might not be Anthony's baby. I know they got the baby looking like Anthony, but that baby looks like Shayla. Shayla's all light and creamy colored looking. I mean, her complexion is all light and creamy. They acting like, cause what Malachi called Anthony, that light-skinned boy. Y'all, they be so full of colorism up in there. But it be funny. It's funny. Anybody catching this live replay, we not colorists over here. Okay? It's just, it is what it is. That's how they putting it out there. That's how we catching it. Okay? That's how they pitching it. That's how we hitting it. That's how they pitching it. That's how we hitting it. Stephon says, yes, it's just me and my daughter. Okay, I thought so. Anthony is fake AJ. He sure is. He really is not a man. He's not a man at all. Took $30,000 left out loud. Took $30,000 of that man money. Brittany something else. But even with Brittany and them, I can get with them a little bit more because I don't know whoever's writing those parts. Brittany busted. Like I said, Jay went through the whole baby mama drama and paternity test. Busted. Ernestine just got played with the parolee And he'll find out he got a girlfriend already. Busted. I mean, everybody's stuff get Latasi told on herself. When was it, yesterday or day before yesterday, when she had talked to Marco? Latasi went ahead and confessed to Philip herself, even though Philip cheats. I know a lot of people don't like Latasi, but Philip is a cheater too. Philip is a cheater too. I don't even know. And then Philip said they were gonna stay married until recently. And Alexis is so stupid. She thought that he was talking about coming back to her. You ain't new, Alexis. You had him too, and you left and messed with his cousin. You just got through putting the whole baby on his cousin. It's like they so crazy. But everybody gets busted except Shayla and Anthony. And I'm like tired of it. And I really do believe that the guy that Mike met in the entertainment business that was calling her Shay Shay, he ain't called her Shay Shay for nothing. I know some of her other friends may call her Shay Shay, but I think he called her Shay Shay because she been tuning it up. I think they used to toot it up, okay? I don't think that Shay Shay ain't come from nothing. I think they used to toot it up. And just looking at him, the baby looks like it could be more his than Arby's. And the baby that they have, I don't know if that's Shayla's baby for real, but the baby that they have playing a role does look like it could be Anthony's. But with him and Shayla being so similar in complexion, and then she's like part Latino or something like that, the baby could be any man's baby. Some babies take their mother's full complexion, their father's full complexion, and some babies take a mix. And that baby, the way they had that baby, yes, they picked the baby. His features look like a baby Anthony, to be honest. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But I'm just still wondering, why did that guy come from her past? Like, and it was like, their dealings was like maybe a year ago. And it's just like a soap opera. They can easily write that in. They'll take us back to a time where he and Shayla got together, and they did the do, and it might be his baby. Because it could be his baby better than it could be Arby's baby, if you want to go by appearance. If you want to go by appearance, it could be his baby. I would think him before Arby. I would think Anthony before all, but I would think him before Arby. And I would think it could be his, and the baby took his mama's complexion. It took his mama's complexion. So I'm hoping that Amber will have enough sense to make them get another DNA test, because I honestly think that her mother did something with that test. I might be wrong. I think somebody did something with that test. And it may come out that it is Anthony's baby, but I'm just trying to figure out, what is her mother thinking? Like, you want your son to basically leave his wife and adopted son, who is now a natural son, because adopted babies have all rights as natural babies, okay? Your babies that are biologically yours. Once you adopt a baby, they have all rights that your biological children have. And you've adopted this baby with your wife. So if that turns out to be his baby, what's going to happen is her mother is going to get her little feelings hurt. Shayla's going to get her feelings hurt, and he's going to stay with Amber, because Amber's going to take him up and through there. Amber going to take all his little money. Stephon says Anthony shooting blanks. That's why I think it's that guy's baby. Because if you look at the guy, and if people want to just go on appearance, the baby could pass for his. Because to me, the baby's color is like Shayla's. Stephon says everyone cheats there. Right, there's no great relationships on there. To me, right now, the best relationship may be Dee and Tamara. Even though Dee cheated on her, what they say, over a year ago with Sarah. I think if you want to talk about like present day, like Wayne dropped PR. I think if you want to talk present day, the best relationship will be Dee and Tamara. AJ says Wayne needs to stay single. He definitely does, AJ. He need to quit. He don't need to be dating nobody else's daughter. He don't need to date anybody else's daughter, anybody else's mother, anybody else's auntie, cousin, niece. He just needs to be single. I mean, he has said plenty of times that no, he's not. See, what's going to happen with Wayne? He's going to find that one, and he's going to be acting like his old self. And when that one drops him, then he's going to be like hurt. Like, oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for this. Wayne is going to find that one. And she ain't going to even be the one for real. But he going to fake. He going to fake it. See, somebody gonna break it off with him for real. And then he gonna be like, I don't think I was ready for that. Because I just don't think he's ready to be married. I don't think he's gonna be ready to be married. And he has said he doesn't see himself marrying nobody. Stefan says they got 2 babies to add. But that is crazy. It's like the babies will be in kindergarten and he's still running over there to Shayla's house. And the daddy, look, her daddy is he's so transparent. He knows that Wayne had money, right? So that's not Arby's money, but that's Arby's brother. And I guess that was one reason he was like, he still just really couldn't get with it. He was like, okay, they got something, the baby be taken care of. It seemed like he took the attitude that, okay, my grandbaby will be okay financially, but he just wasn't feeling, he didn't see the business part. You know, he knows Wayne's in entertainment, and Arby is kind of just like that's my brother, he gonna be good kind of thing. So he really wasn't feeling that. But the way he act, all uppity, when he found out that, he acts uppity. So when he found out that Anthony was the father, he was pissed off, but he sure excused it real quickly. He excused it. I think had somebody else been the father, he would have been livid. I honestly think deep down inside, he was kind of happy that it was Anthony and not Arby, because I think he feels like Arby is like the brother of a hustler. Like he doesn't feel like they're creating generational wealth, even though they are, even though Wayne is. But again, Wayne wasn't the father; it was supposed to be Arby. So when he sees Anthony, this big businessman known around town, I think he was actually glad that it was Anthony, that Anthony's the father. I really do. I think he's glad. Let me see. Let me slow down so I can see. I'm almost at the house. Yep, get a taste of his own medicine. Shayla Mom gives her nothing but bad advice. Exactly. And you see how she was talking to Anthony, talking about basically saying that they could be a family. You know, and she's not dumb. She knows, she can tell. You know, we women can tell. Mothers can tell, especially. You probably can tell when it relates to your daughters and your nieces, and you probably catch up on it with them before yourself. She knows that Anthony looks at Shayla a certain way. Like, a lot of men can look at their baby mama and don't feel anything, right? And then you have some men who, they don't really want to be with them, because I don't really think he wants to be with Shayla. But Anthony is just, what I will say about Anthony is that he does try to be a good guy. That's just like when Shania came over there and wanted to borrow like $5,000 to give to a girl. And Anthony knew it was to give to a girl. He was put off by it and he wasn't really feeling it, but he still gave him the $5,000. So Anthony is the type, you know, I think he does have feelings for Shayla, but and then I think he has more feelings for that baby. Because like Stefan said, people have been talking about Anthony shooting blanks. And now he finally gets a baby. And then he ends up adopting another baby. So I do think that he has some stars in his eyes for Shayla, because she gave him a baby. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's in love with her. Because notice, he would get really jealous at first. He doesn't really get jealous of Mike. When he's talking to Mike and he's expressing jealousy, it's usually about the father figure type stuff. It's usually about as far as that not being his baby. He doesn't like it when they talk about Shayla and Mike's messing around and stuff, but he really doesn't like it when Mike kind of comes off as talking about being a father figure to his baby. So this is a big mess. It's like it's just going on and on. Like I said, y'all had the Ernestine storyline. She got played. Jay and Alexis went out through a paternity test. And then Shayla them got a paternity test done, but I still don't think that that's Anthony's baby. I think that it's that guy's baby that came from out of town. She is a selfish woman, AJ. She really is. Exactly, Stefan. He wants his cake and wants to eat it too. I think because remember when he was talking about Amber changing her hairstyle? I think he's in love with Amber, but he's gotten complacent. And then he's a nice looking man. He knows that women like him. And then there's Shayla, Miss Tooted Up Shayla, throwing herself at him. So it's like, she was the fun side. You know how a lot of people are. Men are like that. Some women are like that. They have the one that they're definitely in love with, but they have a side piece that they got love for. So her mom, Shayla's mom, is trying to make them a family. And he, the dummy he is, he's trying to have both families. Like you said, he wants his cake and wants to eat it too. And it's going to come out. And you know, those African hairstylists, they know about it. It's going to come out. And then Anthony has showed his butt with Amber a couple of times too. You know, with a few things. What was it? What did she do, y'all? It was when she was trying to buy the house. And then he had to kind of pump his brakes on spending so much money. That had to do with Shayla. When she let the Instagram thing slip, that they didn't know that they were being recorded, he got mad. He got mad at Amber about something else. And he was treating her bad around the time that she had her miscarriage. I can't even remember because it's been so long. Like, this storyline is just too long. It's too long. AJ says, right. Thank you guys for coming through here. Again, bro, thank you, Stefan, for that super sticker. I appreciate it. You know, I always appreciate you. I always appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody who comes through here. AJ, Stefan, Jill, excuse me, y'all. Betty from Retirement Days, Georgia Girl. I try to name everybody. I don't like to leave people out. Jill came through on the JCZ Crafts Vlogs and More channel. Shawanda Williams came through here. I try to remember everybody, y'all, because I like having like a Lakeitha. Lakeitha came through. Thank you for subscribing, Lakeitha. I try to have a tight-knit family so we can all, you know, you guys don't always have to agree. And it's like I tell anybody who comes through here, if you see someone in my chat that you don't get along with, right, just let it be. Like I think we need to stop arguing so much. Like, let it be. If you see somebody in there that you don't get along with, let it be. Because like I always say, you have husbands and wives at home, children and parents, parents with adult children. You have extended family members. You guys fall out with each other. Not you guys per se, but they fall out with each other and walk around that same house and won't speak to each other for days, weeks, months. But then you get on social media and you just act like you just got to say something to somebody that you don't really even know. And I know nobody's going to let somebody just pick on them. I know that. But it's just so funny to me how people do that. Some people, they make it their goal to start chaos with people. So on that note, y'all know what it is. I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because what do I say? Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, you know there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live together, roam together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Stefan says he was going to let another man claim his baby. I don't respect that. Exactly. Stefan says you have a blessed night as well, AJ. Thank you, AJ. You have a blessed night as well. If Sin City goes live, I'll probably see you over there. So let me check and see if she's live when I get off of here. So y'all have a good night. I hope you had a good Monday, Tuesday. I hope your Veterans Day was nice. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. Bye, y'all.